What life-changing item can you buy for less than $100? 2 pet ducks. You may be tempted to go for one. But trust me, you need to. And you'll have about $76 left over. They don't tell you this in school, but the ducks in the park are free. Wait, why do you need 2? You can torment people with just one. Edit, NVM. I now realize it's so that you can still torment people with one while the other is sleeping. A nasal irrigation kit, either the electronic pump or simply the squeeze bottles. I started using them both leading up to surgery on my sinuses, and I haven't stopped using them since. It takes some getting used to, but the relief and clean feeling is amazing. Make sure you only use distilled water for nasal irrigation. There are horror stories out there of the consequences of running tap water up your nose. Brain-eating amoeba-type horror stories. Houseplants. They will make you happy looking after them. I recently bought a Venus flytrap. She caught her first fly today. So proud. This is so wholesome I could die. I started keeping and growing plants and herbs, and just not killing them feels like such a huge accomplishment. Seeing a new sprout is like a celebration. Now I understand why people have graduations for kindergarten. Rice cooker. That fucker kept me fed during depression when I barely had the energy to get out of bed. Takes less than nothing to get some rice in there and flip the switch. Want something sweet? Throw coconut and sugar in there. Want flavor but can't be fucked to make anything? Get some Spanish rice or saffron going. You can throw tofu in there with it if you need. Yet it's not the best for you, but hot food is better than no food. A decent light wake up alarm clock. Completely changed my mornings. Don't think I could ever go back to using my phone or a simple alarm clock. Would it help wake up non-morning people like myself? If so, link. Vertical mouse. $20. Saved my wrist using it at work all day. It looks odd but it feels so much more natural. I even got a bunch of people at my office to buy one after they tried mine. Edit, here's the link to the one I have for those interested. This was a lifesaver for me. I made a special trip to my office once mandated work from home started in March because I need it. After I got it, I got some weird looks from office mates but started to see them picking them up too. Bonus, no one will try to steal your mouse from your desk. Sharp knives for the kitchen. I put off buying a whetstone for a long time, mostly because I was nervous I would use it wrong and ruin my knives, but it's not too hard at all if you get one with an angle guide. Makes chopping stuff up faster, easier and safer. Knives in general can easily be life-changing. In my opinion, definitely a weighted blanket if you have a hard time sleeping at night or have anxiety. They have some at Target for $25 currently, smiley face. I just use the crushing weight of all my failures instead. Much cheaper. Something else that really helped with sleeping for me is a bottle that keeps water cold, mizu or whatever. Being able to drink ice cold water at any time during the night without leaving your bed changes everything. Does it get hotter and swampier under a weighted blanket compared to a normal one? Always thought they were for autistic kids but bought one based on a similar post raving about it. Why not? Can't sleep without it now. First 2 nights sucked cause I toss and turn, but after that I adapted to not doing that and have the best sleep I've ever had. Additional side benefit, my partner doesn't like it so it's all mine. May sound simple, but a good pillow. It is amazing the change in body aches and sleep you see when you have a good pillow that fits you. I thought that I liked memory foam and other fancy pillows, but the real life changer for me was a buckwheat pillow. I have sleep apnea, and it allows me to get my head into the perfect position and keep it there comfortably. Edit. Before you go out and buy one, please research the pros and cons. They aren't for everyone. Consider them if you like a firmer pillow, occasionally wake up with an achy neck from lack of support, and want a pillow that breathes well. Someone in the comments has also pointed out that you will win every pillow fight you get into. Downsides are, if you shift around in your sleep a lot, you'll need to adjust the pillow to fit your new position. Adjusting the pillow and settling in makes a little bit of noise as the buckwheat husks rub against each other, kind of like dry leaves crinkling. Some people are also allergic to buckwheat, but there are other similar fillings such as millet husks. Organic fillings also need to be replaced once in a while, since it breaks down over time. An air compressor to air up your tires. Got one off Amazon for 30 bucks. To add to this, a jumper. Basically a battery in a box that has battery clamps. For jump starting your vehicle. Get one that has a DC/AC outlet so you can use it to power small electronics when you have a power outage at home. I would not recommend combination jumper/air compressor units. Would suggest separate jumper and air compressor. Note, doesn't hurt to have actual old-fashioned jumper cables too. If you have a large lawn or a property that requires a lot of yard work, get some 3M work tunes. About $50 and their combination hearing protection and Bluetooth headphones so you can actually hear your music without destroying your eardrums. They're a good gift too for anyone you know with a lawn or wood shop or something. At my old house it was a 4 to 5 hour ordeal to mow and trim the property. I'd likely have went fully insane without those. Great idea. Useful on a plane too. With minor hearing loss from too many concerts in my 20s, I have to turn the volume to nearly max on a plane, so I usually just put in earplugs and can't watch or listen to anything, but this would help. A good shop vac. You will not believe how many uses around the house you'll find for it. Cobweb removal, water removal, gravel removal, vent cleaning, soot trap cleaning, after a good scrub since it's likely dirty from other tasks, car vacuuming, dust sucking, the list goes on. Seriously, if you plan to buy or already own a home, go get a shop vac. My wife said we needed a new vacuum and made the mistake of sending me out to get one. I love my new shop vac. LMAO. Live in an apartment and this is our vac for everything. Carpet, vinyl, bathroom, car. I'll use the blowing side to inflatable air mattress or coals for barbecue. Edit added punctuation for clarification. Light-hearted, but a pressure cooker. You can get one for around $100, and it can easily cook a genuinely staggering variety of food, and cook it well. Edit, till there are two types of people that use pressure cookers, people who use them to cook food, and people who use them to make bombs. Edit 2, and people who use it to sterilize things. Every Indian family uses a pressure cooker. I can say with confidence 99% of Indians use this. I can't imagine my life without a pressure cooker. It makes rice, meat, lentils, pulses, beans, almost everything in less time. Just make sure you don't decide to buy any DIY supplies while you buy the cooker, you'll probably get put on a list. A good shower. I cannot stress enough how a high-quality shower can turn getting clean into utterly zen, 30-minute self-healing and relaxation session. Edit, okay, clarification, I don't shower for 30 minutes every day. Modern range showers use very little water and I only have about 15 minutes to get ready in the morning, so this is a rare treat I let myself do once or twice a month. I appreciate the loving comments. Bonus points for a detachable shower and extra double bonus points if you are a lady who enjoys that particular brand of flying solo. Fitted sheet straps. They keep cheap sheets from popping up at the corners. So now I can use soft sheets that don't cost a fortune and my sleep is undisturbed by them popping loose, greatly improving my quality of life. A dash cam for your car can protect you from wrongful claims, also vandalisms and theft. I got one. Although I have never been in an accident before, knock on wood, the peace of mind that it gives me to know that I have backup evidence or anything of that sort for future issues is calming. Best $50 spent in the last 30 days. I've had one for a few years. Finally paid off when a guy backed into me at full throttle while we were waiting at a red light. Without it, I'm sure I would have been blamed for rear-ending him. My mom had a dashcam in her van for years. When she got into a really bad accident with a 18-wheeler, we were able to use that to our advantage. Good chef's knife and a cast iron skillet. When you have tools that are satisfying to use, cooking becomes less chore and more hobby. You'll end up eating healthier, cheaper than takeout/restaurant, and ditching the dull Walmart knife and scratched up non-stick aluminum skillet are the best place to start. Editing to add. Since so many are asking what to get, Victorinox 8 or 10 chef's knife, and 10 Lodge cast iron skillet. These in my opinion are at the tippy top of the curve on quality to price ratio. These probably leave enough room in the budget to get a $2 steel from Goodwill and a large butcher block cutting board. As long as you use the steel with some regularity, a good knife should go a long time before it actually needs to be sharpened. Second edit, I agree that a good sharpener is important, but if you have $100 to spend today, you can wait on sharpener as long as you have a steel to maintain the edge. You will need one, but not today. Also, I am going to take another look at carbon steel skillets. I got a great knife at the outlet mall for $52 and a 12 cast iron pan on sale for $32. That leaves me $16 for ingredients for fajitas. Having plenty of counter space is a part of this as well though. If you have a small kitchen, consider investing in a couple of taller, sturdy tables to prepare food on. It will make your life much easier. Also get a large cutting board. Once you've found a board you think is big enough, get one a little bit bigger. It really makes cutting/cooking much more enjoyable. For anyone thinking of upgrading their kitchen knife, which you definitely should if you're still using that dull, $20 bullshit you bought at Ross 4 years ago, go to Amazon and search Victorinox 8 chef knife, then you buy a 1000 grit whetstone for around $20, a cheap honing rod, and watch a few YouTube videos on how to sharpen your knives and keep them safe. Also a magnetic knife rack which will run you about $15. All of these things together will improve your cooking at home 1000%, and you'll spend far less time hunched over that onion with a dull steak knife looking like a fool. 24. I bought a book online about SQL for like $25 and then a course on Udemy for like $11.99. But went from a job earning $35,000 to $55,000 because I took time to learn a new skill. And if I end up staying and becoming a higher level analyst, salary is around $70 to $75K. Maybe data analysis isn't your gig, but learning a skill can be cheap in terms of money, more time consuming than anything but worthwhile. I make $120,000/year US. My primary skill is SQL and pulling data. Yes, I have degrees, but I don't really use any of that shit. Moving data is a skill that makes you a god in the business world. An electric toothbrush. That first time you use it is life-changing. You run your tongue across your teeth and they feel polished. So true. I've been using one for years, so I don't even remember how big the difference was, but recently I convinced my BF to buy himself one and he was like, WTF, my teeth never feel so brushed. Just got one a few days ago. You are correct. A cookbook. Not like a fad celebrity book but a real old school family cookbook. Best one I ever found was at a garage sale and was like 6 thick ring binder full to the brim with yellow pages, some with stains. It honestly should have been a family treasure and I got it for $20. Hundreds of family recipes with easy to follow handwritten notes. I'm sad I never met the grandma that this thing once belonged to. Edit, wow, thanks for all the upvotes. It's nice to read the comments about other people that have found cool old cookbooks. Edit 2, OMG, this is my biggest post ever. Thank you for the awards and all the votes. You all made my day. Edit 3, Sweet Raptor Jesus, I guess I have a project now to scan and upload this book. A few people ask, so here is my favorite recipe. These things are amazing and disappear so fast. Books. Knowledge is currency that only increases. Okay, I bought the Twilight series and all of Sean Hannity's books. Let's get to work. Prescription contact lens edit. Didn't realize how many people would want to know where to order. So far my fastest option is ordering from opticontacts.com. They will only take a week or less. Lens.me is another option with more exotic brands, but they take much longer to arrive as they ship out of Ethiopia. Neither will ask for prescription from doctor. You just manually input your RX. Upgraded my box spring, pillow, and purchased a sound machine before lockdown. I've had more solid sleep and am having quite more pleasant days. I live with anxiety and PTSD and am a cannabis user, medically/proper channels. As a father of 3, fourth en route, life is simply compounding with interior place issues. After I upgraded my box spring and pillow, I purchased a sound machine. To be honest, each of these 3 things will elevate your sleeping and alter you days to come, not to mention the medical. Each of these things are separately $100. A good set of cookware. Whether it's pots and pans, or a good chef's knife, every investment I make in my kitchen increases my quality of life. Edit. I feel like a few people are being deliberately negative about this. For those of you who honestly don't think that you can buy good cookware for under $100, I encourage you to temper your expectations of what good is and check out Amazon right now. If you want a full-blown set of decent pots and pans, there is a ceramic set for around $85 right now. Ceramic cookware is what I started learning to cook on. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than any Teflon or imitation Teflon crap out there. If you prefer iron like I do, Lodge is a great company and they have a 10-inch iron skillet on sale for $15 right now. Pair that with a decent chef's knife from Mercer, $45, the brand I am currently using, then throw in a Dutch oven. Looks like you can get one from Lodge for $40 and it has a decent rating. And you're good to go. Those 3 tools will last for life if taken care of, and you can make so much with them. A shepherd's pie, pizza, fresh bread, soups and stews, stir fry. I mean almost anything. Pro tip, even if it says pre-seasoned, look up how to season it anyway. And never use soap on your iron. Scrub it in the sink under hot water, heat it up on the stove to get the moisture off fast. When it cools off, rub it down with any old cooking oils. Just a thin layer with a paper towel will do. The right shampoo and conditioner. Dude. I use the super girly looking stuff called Love Beauty and Planet, and my hair is glorious and I love putting my hands into it. And other people like putting their hands in my hair too. Generally women. Female marketed products are vastly superior in so many ways, and dudes won't buy it because they're forced into the men's marketed section with bears and wolves and trees that represent shitty college smelling products that are 12-in-1 body/hair/dish/clothes/car wash. Hair is hair. Choose the products marketed towards people who give a shit about their hair. Be the beautiful man you were meant to be. A kitchen scale. Completely changed my food consumption, since I could easily measure portions. I learned what they actually should be, not what we in the US act like they are. That and MyFitnessPal, the free version, even, equals me losing 120 pounds over 18 months and developing a much healthier relationship with food and eating. Very simple tools, but great for enacting real, lasting change. Thumbs up. A desk for laptop. Seriously, using it on bed or somewhere else isn't as great as it's on a desk. Also a comfortable chair. YouTube wants you to think the answer is YouTube Premium. Fuck Google for pushing YouTube Premium so hard. They're so aggressive about it that I'll never even consider getting it out of spite. A Brita filter water pitcher and reusable bottles. I cut out most drinks aside from water back in October and we were going through 2+ cases a week. It was expensive, heavy, took up way too much space and was such a waste of plastic. I ended up buying a Brita pitcher from Walmart for about $18. We fill it up 2 or 3 times a day and everyone has their own water bottle now. When quarantine started and no one could find bottled water, but we were good. There were so many positives to buying the Brita pitcher that I wish I had bought it years ago. A PS. Alright. Many people aren't aware of the psoas muscle and its role in tying the body together. A great deal of lower back/glute/hamstring pain stems from a tight psoas, as well as pain in the abdomen, upper back, the list goes on. The psoas is a muscle that runs through the core, tying the hips to the upper abdomen, making it the literal crossroads of the body. PS. Alright is expensive for a seemingly easy to recreate piece of plastic, but my god. I've been involved in athletics my entire life, bodybuilding and powerlifting since I was 18, now 26, and am a big fan of stretching, rolling, using lacrosse balls on my back and feet, etc. When my roommate ordered it and it came in, he told me to lay on it as low and close to my hips as I could and breathe. Slowly at first I lowered my psoas onto this monster to immediate pain as a lifetime of use, abuse, and outright neglect were all suddenly addressed. Pain, then it got easy, so I went a little further. Pain, then it got easy, so I went a little further. In a matter of maybe 3 minutes I literally felt like a changed man. I cannot recommend it enough. We brought it on vacation and let our friends try it. The reviews were all the same: this sucks, it hurts, haha, this is shit, oh wow, my back doesn't hurt anymore. Actual lifesaver. Edit. Clarification on the role of the psoas. A real lava lamp. Not that glitter lamp bullshit. It's honestly such a stress reliever to have those balls of wax bouncing around as you try to fall asleep. Turn that thing on and my brain just knows it's zen time. Paprika recipe app and the corresponding software for your PC. The thing is a miracle. Not only can you download recipes from websites, it pulls the recipe and instructions out and leaves all the chaff. My grandmother always told me when she made this apple pie that it reminded her of the time that. But you can add ingredients to your grocery list right from the recipe, create meal plans and menus, and share access with another person. They have to buy the app too and use shared login. It's changed the way I meal plan, shop, and cook. A used greenhouse. Growing plants in a greenhouse is one of the most rewarding things ever. You can raise so many amazing plants in there, and working in the garden is great for mental health. Probably saved my life. Caring for plants and making them thrive gives me purpose. Great stuff. Thanks for watching. If you could like, subscribe and comment best Reddit stories for more Reddit videos.